Hey everybody, it's Vastus 3 here with a simple little MOC that I did in like 10 minutes. But I'm just going to show him to you. Here he is. This is Gemellus. Yes, now, when I built this, the only reason I built this guy is because I was just brainstorming and I came up with the story, and I just needed a figure to go with the story, so, first off, I'll just show you a little on the figure. Now he's got the complete head from Cendox V1, the head attachment piece from my original Skrall. He's also got the life counter pieces from the Skrall, and the hands and Thornac launcher from Ackar. So I butchered a few other Glatorians to make this guy. Now, as to older pieces, I have this, the main body right here, which I believe is from Toa Hordika Vakama. This is from one of the Inika. It's like a dark metallic gray. I got some Inika leg parts right here. Got some, simple leg construction. A Piraka leg parts. Then I have the Hordika feet. I always love these feet, so I just had to include them. Now, well, let's just get to the story of it. Now, he served in that, I can't remember the name of the war. This, like, something, Magna War. Leave a comment, remind you what it is, if you know. But, same one that Vastus serves in. And it just so happens that he served with Vastus, right next, alongside it. And the biggest difference between the two is that Vastus, in case you don't know, he's really sad about all the bad things he did during the war, whereas Gemellus, he doesn't really care. He just, he's just like, okay, I did those things, and now they're in the past. What do I care? But he's red, so as you can see, he was a Glatorian for the Fire Tribe, but he left because he just didn't like being a Glatorian, a Glatorian who fought in the arena. He preferred being like in a war type situation where he's on the front lines acting. And now they don't have much of that in Baramanga, but the closest thing he had was working as a mercenary, fighting off Skrall and Bone Hunters. So he's a mercenary, kind of like Gelu. So he's kind of awesome, like that. Mercenaries are cool, but he's got his weapon is I just in case you're wondering, I chose that color that's mismatching. I wanted it to be rusty. I wanted it to be a rusty color because I just like that whole, because he's old. I mean, and if you don't change your weapon for thousands of years, I think it's gonna rust a little. Okay, but here's an interesting thing. Okay, I was looking at Vastus on Wikipedia, and the only responses that I got were about the type of muscle, and so called the vastus something. It's a leg muscle in the leg, but it's called the vastus, scientific term something. Yes. So, okay, music. Anyway, so I decided to use a muscle name for him too. Gemellus is, I can't remember where the muscle is. I think it might be some part of the gluteus maximus. I mean, if you're not scientific enough to figure that out, too bad. But I just thought that was interesting. That I named them both. They're both named after muscles. Maybe Vastus isn't specifically named after muscles. He just happens to share a name with one. But Gemellus, I specifically named him after a muscle. So they're like the muscle twins, but they don't look anything like each other. But he's probably not going to last really long because I want to put my Ackar, Skrall, and Cendox V1 back to 100% completion because I don't like taking my stuff apart. Well, the biggest problem with me is that when I'm doing MOCs is that I don't like to take other sets apart. So yeah, which is why a lot of this is just from sets that are already taken apart. So anyway, this is Vastus 3 signing off with my MOC of Gemellus.